Eden Care UK is a friendly intervention service providing support to people who are terminally ill reaching end of life. We advocate for a high quality of care and enhanced life choices, and challenge the isolation of elderly people through friendship and social activities. This service would not be possible without your support. Please donate edencareuk.com or call 07957 199 328.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম। ও আমার বোনজি, তাইনার আব্বা আম্মা নাই, আমারও তো ঠিক নাই বিয়া দিবার। তাই তোরারে দিবা নে, আমরা দোয়া করবো নি, তোরা সাহায্য করছো।
National Muslim Burial Register was established to support Muslims arrange their final rites. This service caters for Muslims who have no one to carry out their Islamic burial rites upon their death, including funeral planning and burial after their demise. Get in touch for a friendly chat and discuss our eligibility criteria. muslimburialfund.co.uk or call 07957 199 328. National Muslim Burial Register is a service offered
10 বছর
আর আম্মা
7 বছর
মানে তোর মা বাপ কেউ নাই
না
তুমি তো বিয়া ঠিক করছনি কোনো
ও ঠিক করছি তো অনেক আজারাতা সাহায্য লাগি রে বাবা। আমি থাকি আপনার কাছে আপাতরাম জানে আমি ফুরি গুতারে একবার দিতাম।
আমি তোমার প্রিয় হতে চাই, আমি তোমার প্রিয় হতে চাই, আমি তোমার প্রিয়।
আমার নাম জামিলা, আমি ক্লাস 7 পড়ি। আমার আব্বা আম্মা মারা গেছেন। আব্বা মারা গেছেন 3 বছর আগে, আম্মা মারা গেছেন 2 বছর আগে।
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to one of the another episode of Ask the Imam show, brought to you by my Ramadan TV. This program actually supported by Eden Care UK and Muslim Burial Fund. Alhamdulillah, assalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi ashabi ajma'in, amma ba'd. I hope viewers, wherever you are well. Alhamdulillah. I hope the Ramadan is going well. Please remember us in your du'as, inshallah. Viewers, you can always comment in the comment box if you have any clarification you seek, inshallah, and the Imams and the Sheikh will clarify. Without further ado, inshallah, let me quickly introduce you to the Sheikh, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sheikh, how are you?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, I am well. How are you? Okay?
I'm okay, alhamdulillah. Yeah, all going good, mashallah. Sheikh, we got very limited of time today, so if you want to just quickly introduce the topic today, and I think one of the topic is about grave, the graveyard, and then what's happening in the grave, and then inshallah I have some series of questions that some viewers forwarded to me. I'll inshallah read it out to you.
Okay, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Karim wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla wa anta taj'alul hazna idha shi'ta sahla. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Wa ba'd. What I want to discuss today is really about adab of asking questions, adab of or etiquette of seeking knowledge and asking questions for clarification. It's a huge topic, and Allah says in the Quran, "Fas'alu ahla dhikri kuntum la ta'lamun." Ask the people of knowledge if you do not know. If we don't know something, we ask a person who has studied this particular topic to answer us. There is no one in this world who understands, who knows everything. There will be always someone. There will be always something that you don't know. When it comes to Sharia, when it comes to knowledge, when it comes to speaking about Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, we have to take that more seriously, right? What is unfortunately what happens now is that, and I see this when it comes to the Quran and Sunnah, when it comes to fiqh, when it comes to halal and haram, people read a website article, or people attend a weekend course, and they think or they assume that they know it. They assume that they can answer people's questions, right? But when it comes to the dunya aspects, for example, medicine, even the way some people would even ask imams and scholars questions is the way some people would ask the scholars, imams and scholars questions is very, very rude, assuming that it's like they want to debate. No, you have to be inquisitive. You don't debate. If you don't know something, you don't start to debate with a scholar who studied, right? There's an etiquette that we have to follow. The etiquette that we have to follow in terms of the adab and the mannerism of asking questions. So, but when it comes to Islam, I've seen a lot of people, they don't have much adab, nor do they have this bravery that they can actually debate with scholars, and they can actually, derive the answers themselves from reading articles. And the way they ask questions, it's a debating format. But when the very same people, when they ask a doctor a question, right, it's very inquisitive. Which is adab. It's like they fear that they're going to, say something wrong or ask something wrong, and that's problematic. That's very problematic. Why? Because you value the dunyawi sciences more than you value the words of Allah and the words of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's a problem in your suluk. That's a problem in your adab. That's a problem in your psyche. And we have to turn it around. We have to value the deen more. We have to value our Quran and Sunnah, the knowledge of the Quran and Sunnah more than anything else. Yeah. So we have to understand that when it comes to approaching knowledge, knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, knowing the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we have to add that. When Musa alayhi salam went to the Mount Sinai, what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say to Taha? Right? He said, فَخْلَعْ نَعْلَيْكَ إِنَّكَ بِالْوَادِ الْمُقَدَّسِ طُوَى. That, take off your shoes, take off your sandals, because you are on a sacred, mountain. Right? And then he taught him, Inni ana Allahu la ilaha illa, right? Indeed, I am God. There is no other God worthy of worship except me. So come with adab first, come with humility first, come with respect first, come with reverence for the knowledge. You don't want to respect the carrier of the knowledge, the person. Maybe he's not from your organization, or maybe he's not from your madhab, right? But at least respect the knowledge that person carries. Yeah. So display adab, display the etiquette, display reverence and love and awe for the speech of Allah and the speech of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's the adab that we have to take, inshallah, when it comes to knowledge. Yeah.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh. Very important. Definitely, inshallah, is something to take on board. Sheikh, one of the questions someone actually forwarded to us, and I think is relevant, is someone, the question actually came from a female, a sister. She basically said, her potential husband or husband to be only want to embrace Islam. He's a non-Muslim. Only want to embrace Islam just for the sake of marrying her. What is the ruling? He doesn't believe in it, but he just wants to marry her because he wants to convert to Islam just to marry her because she's a Muslim.
Yeah, obviously, embracing Islam for that reason is not a good reason. Yeah, it's not a good reason at all. What must be, if he does not believe in God, then he can't fake it just to marry her. That won't be allowed. That's not going to be acceptable, right? Get him to learn Islam, find out about Islam, read and understand about Islam, and then inshallah make a cognizant decision about whether to embrace Islam or not. Otherwise, it will not be accepted as him to be a Muslim. He will not be recognized in the sight of God to be a Muslim because he's not doing it because he believes in God. He's doing it because wants to get married.
Jazakallah khairan. Yeah, so just for the viewers note, sincerity is very, very important. So when you want to embrace Islam, do read about it, learn deen. Don't just, even male or female, this actually happens to both cases. Your lust should not be the priority. Priority is the deen. And once you are accustomed to deen, inshallah, then inshallah your journey will be beneficial. Sheikh, I have another question on relation to husband and wife. A husband actually divorced his wife. Now he's got other children with this wife. Now the question is, what are the husband's obligations towards his children and to his ex-wife, who is the custodian of his children?
The brother got married again, and he's got stepsons and daughters. Yeah.
No, so he actually left his wife.
Yeah.
He's living with another wife, but the children he had with the first wife, what his responsibility towards his children?
The responsibility, they are his children. He has to provide for them. He has to look after them. He take care of them. He has to, provide maintenance for them. Just because he's divorced his first wife and married another one, they're still his children. So he has to provide for them and look after them and maintain them financially until they get to a certain age.
I think that question is need more clarification, Sheikh. So the sister living with her new husband, and of course the children with her as well. So what should her first husband do towards her and her children?
First husband.
Yeah. So let me rephrase that again, inshallah. So husband divorced his wife, married to another wife.
Yeah.
Now his ex-wife and his children with his ex-wife, now they are living with another family. She is also married. She's also living with her new husband. And then she's got children which she actually got from her first husband. Now the question is, what is the responsibility of her first husband towards her children and herself? What should her first husband? What is her first husband?
We're getting confused. Look, if the husband, if the children are his and they're divorced, then he has to maintain them. Yeah, he has no responsibility. He does not have any legal responsibility to look after her new children. That's not his. Yeah, he has no legal requirement right, and he has no legal requirement to look after her stepchildren. Yeah, he has a legal requirement to look after his own children, his biological children. Yeah, that he has to maintain her, provide for them, and maintain them, look after them.
Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh. There is another question, and is regarding fasting, Sheikh. If someone break their fast by doing something, not necessarily having marital relationship, but they just broke their fast, what should they do? Should they expiate or do they pay compensation
If
for
they
the
break
fast?
their fast because they had marital relations.
No, without marital relations. So they were just hungry. They just ate.
Oh, then they have to fast 60 days.
Is there something called compensation that they can do?
In this situation, no, they can't do fidya. Fidya is only when they have to do, they have to fast and, going to some schools, pay kafara also, because they broke the fast, expiation. So fidya is compensation when, for example, when someone is not able to fast, they're ill, they're sick, right, and they're not able to make the fast up after Ramadan, then they can pay fidya compensation. If they break the fast intentionally, to make kafara, they have to make up the fast, 60 fast.
So they have to pay kafara as well as 60 fast.
Yes,
okay.
because they broke it intentionally.
Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh. So we do know, just for viewers' note, kafara fidya kafara is the equivalent to £5, Sheikh? Or
Yeah.
Okay. So just for viewers' note, if you break one fast, or if you are not able to fast, if you want to pay fidya, it's a £5 per day. So you need to work it out. So I think it works out about £150 you need to pay, and that money needs to go to a poor person. Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh. I've got another very interesting question. Someone actually put it forward. A person is overwhelmed with worry and anxiety. What is the remedy?
If they worry about anxiety, there's dua that they could read from or recite from the Hassan Muslim. They should trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, recite the Quran. If they need professional help, therapy and counseling, they should seek professional counseling and therapy. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not embarrassing or shameful. They should seek help with that. But generally, trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Understand that Allah is there. Don't lose hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا. That's in the Quran. Do not lose hope. Do not despair in the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Indeed, Allah forgives all sins. So don't despair, right? Continue to have hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you need professional help, seek therapy and counseling.
Jazakallah khairan. So viewers, I hope this question is clarified. So if any of you are going through any hardship, any worrying or anxiety, go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Increase your ibadah, do lots of du'as, try to get that book, Hisnul Mu'min, the book. It's a very small book and it's a very, very handy book, inshallah. Always try to memorize some du'as and practice, inshallah al-aziz. Sheikh, today we're going to actually conclude the program a bit early. I wanted to really touch on, I have quite a series of questions about grave and the torment of grave and, what exactly happens. As this program brought to you by Muslim Burial Fund, there are a lot of viewers and a lot of our supporters. They want really, really clarification. Perhaps another day, inshallah, Sheikh.
Next time, inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khairan. Just before we conclude, Sheikh, do you want to quickly elaborate how people calculate their zakah?
That's going to take a long time.
It's going to take a long time. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to take. Okay. I mean, we won't be able to do it into.
Okay, inshallah. Maybe we can have zakah.
Even if I try, I could do it, but I don't think people understand. But look, zakah, there are certain positions that we own that we have to pay zakah on. There are certain positions that we own, we don't have to pay zakah on. You have to find out what the zakatable assets are. Yeah. Then you basically get a spreadsheet and you do one column, first column, second column, and third column. The first column you add up, you list all the zakatable assets, your cash, your gold, your silver, business investment, property, everything, right? That details to it. And you tally them up, you total it. And say, for example, that comes to £10,000. And then the second column, you list all the liabilities, your outstanding bills, your rent, everything that, for that month you pay. And you tally that up, right? Say, for example, it comes to £5,000, right? The third column, right, is your net zakatable asset figure. If that net zakatable asset figure is equal to above the nisab, you pay 2.5% of the net zakatable asset figure. If it's below, then there's no zakah on it. So today's nisab, but the silver measurement is about 360 pounds. Yeah. So 5,000 pounds, is it above or below nisab today? Above. So I pay 2.5% of the 5k, which is approximately 125 pounds. Now there's so many details. I'm not sure how much.
I think maybe for zakat, Sheikh, maybe
we'll have a special show for it, whole show.
Yeah, yeah, one whole show, inshallah, we'll dedicate it for zakat, inshallah, and one whole show will dedicate it for the punishment of the grave, inshallah. Aziz. Sheikh, just a quick one. A mother actually questioned. So the babies when they change their nappies, when they wee on the nappies, does the mother need to do wudu after the changing it? If you can elaborate a little bit, Sheikh.
No. So mother does not. Sisters who change the baby's nappies, right? They don't need to change. They don't need to, unless obviously if the urine or gets on your body and whatnot, you should wash yourself and stuff, right? But generally, if you change nappies, change the baby, you don't need to renew your wudu if you have wudu.
What about if the child is slightly bigger?
Wudu does not break. Wudu does not break by changing in nappies.
If the child is slightly bigger, so say 5 or 6 years old, and then they weed on their clothes.
Yeah, they have to clean the clothes. They can't pay back. They have to wash the clothes, clean the clothes.
No, that's the child. What about the person actually cleaning them? Does that person need to renew their wudu?
The mother or the person cleaning, they have to wash the clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Jazakallah khairan. I think the question is slightly different, Sheikh. Let me quickly put it to you. So a child actually weed on their clothes, the children's clothes. So they weed on their pant, and the mother changed the trouser or the pant of the child.
Yeah.
Does the mother need to renew the wudu?
That's what I said. The mother does not need to renew the wudu.
Jazakallah khairan. Jazakallah khairan. Just for my sanity purposes, I just wanted to clarify, inshallah. So viewers and mothers and whoever actually looking after babies and children, and if they do, if they passes with urine or whatever, and you are changing, I know quite often we get these questions as well, even with the family gathering. No, you don't. You don't need to do wudu again, but make sure your clothes is clean. And if the wee or anything touches your clothes, then you need to change your clothes, of course, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh. I think we're going to conclude our show today, inshallah. Thank you very much, inshallah. Hope to see you again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.